YouTube, today, this episode might be cursed. It might be cursed if you can't already tell from the thumbnail and the title, but we are going to continue to use the Solgaleo team, which was really fun. This team has gotten me into the top 50s. Top 56 was the current peak that we had with this team. And then this episode happened, and oh my, is it a doozy. But if you do enjoy the episodes, make sure you leave a like down below and leave a comment down below. But I do want to make a quick announcement before the video starts, and that is going to be I'm going to be doing a charity stream for the American Heart Association. The current date that is planned is going to be Sunday, October 24th from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will double check to confirm the details, and I will announce that later in the community tab. Later this week once I get confirmation. But if you do want to help out, you could always share the stream. It will be on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/JamesWBeck, and come out, hang out, and we'll have some incentives, and hopefully it'll be a good time overall, and hopefully we can raise money for some really good cause. We're going to be raising money for mental health awareness, so make sure you go check it out. Link in the description down below. But let's get started and play some games. This is number 160 on the ladder. I'm not joking, and it's mono poison. I forgot to record the beginning of this, and I'm so confused right now of what this team is. What am I supposed to expect here? I like There's a Toxicroak. I think Pelipper King just fine because I can break through Toxicroak always with Solgaleo later, and then Thundurus back. What is this though? I can't. This is mono poison. Number 160 on the ladder. Whoever's doing this is a legend, by the way. We're gonna find out why is number 160 on the ladder mono poison. Huh? How does that work? Okay, we're gonna find out because I am very curious on this team. Oh boy, let's find out because my curiosity is piqued. What is this team? We're gonna see Crobat plus Eternatus here. Okay, which is really not that bad of a lead for me. I can just Icy Wind right off the bat and probably throw off a Hurricane. Would you go for the raw Dynamax Cannon turn one? That's a question, but I'm just not sure. Kingdra's really good, so I could just go for Draco Meteor, but Protect Tailwind is a play that they have here. So I'm just gonna Icy Wind and Hurricane. I have no idea what kind of Eternatus this is. They could switch out maybe into like Toxapex or Toxicroak, I guess. I'd say it'd be Toxapex more, but I'm not sure. What is this team? I'm so confused already. Let's just go for our attacks here. I'm going to go for my Icy Wind Hurricane. I'm going for Hurricane instead of Scald because I do want to catch Toxicroaks and potential Toxapex on the switches in case. I don't know if Icy Wind and a Scald would knock out the Crobat either. So I'd rather just go for Hurricane anyway. They're in a weird spot. Oh, they did attack. Wait, the Crobat Scarf? It's Scarf Crobat. Okay. Okay. Scarf Crobat. Outspeed Eliki. All right. All right. One item found. Unfortunately, I don't have a way to punish that. We're going to go Soul here and I guess just double up the... the question is, do they try to sack Crobat to get the free switch, or are they going to swap here? That's always a question when a Pokemon's choice locked into a move that it doesn't want to be locked into anymore. I'm going to double up here, I think. The Eternatus here. Tailwind Scarf Crobat was not in my range of expectations. It worked out for my opponent, though. All right. A safe play would have probably been to go into Solgaleo, but I was not going to try to comprehend. There's probably a lot of interesting sets on this team, and there's too many possibilities for me to say, oh, this has got to be the one. But right now I can go on the offense against the Eternatus here and hopefully do a lot of damage. They are going to swap. Dang it. If this is Protect, this might be bad. Roserade coming out though. Okay. Oh, they double swap. That's fine. Into who? Toxicroak? It should be Toxicroak. Skunk Tank. Oh, they didn't even bring Croak. As I Hurricane into the... Is that Solvest? That did no damage. We do get the confusion though. That's actually pretty helpful. Okay. I'm going to go for Scald into that slot. I'm going to say my Solgaleo because Solgaleo is a win con. I am going to go Thundurus here on potential dark moves. I don't want to play with confusion. I'd rather just swap here. I don't know what Roserade's going to do. Probably, I'd imagine some kind of sleep powder variant. I know like Skunk Tank gets quite a few things. There's like Faint, there's like Lash Out, there's like a lot of things. Weather Ball coming out, interesting. In the Pelipper? Wait, in the Thundurus. Oh yeah, because it was Solgaleo, not Kingdra. Okay, does do you get an attack off? You do, you go for a foul play. Shouldn't knock out, right? Yeah, okay, perfect. Get Scald off. Can we KO? Just barely missing the knockout. Okay, that's fine though. I can go for Hurricane here into the Skunk Tank, and I am going to throw off an Electro Web. I want to say it's a Salt Vest, but I actually have no clue. I'm just going to go for it. Oh man, Weather Ball Rose Raid with no weather, unless one of the members has like a weather move, or yeah, one of the weather moves. Okay, they say in which is nice. Grass Knot Pelipper. Okay, they don't have Sludge Bomb. It looks. Why did that do so much? They're still confused. They break through though. Get Snarl off. Ooh, that's worst case. Okay. Am I actually losing a mono poison? I think I am, even with this steel type right here. Rain is still up, which is good. I don't know if Crobat's coming out. It probably is. I don't know what's locking itself into though. I don't have Tailwind on the Pelipper. Tailwind on the Pelipper would have been nice here. Crobat is going to come out. No surprise. They want to save Eternatus until I'm weakened. I'm going to protect here Psychic Fangs, I guess. Not close combat Psychic Fangs to Rose Raid, because Rose Raid is the Pokemon that does the most damage here with the Weather Ball. Crobat doesn't have Super Fang in this gen, so I wonder what it's going to go for. Just Brave Bird and the Pelipper. It gets Sunny Day? I'm so blown away by this team. I mean, I live because I'm a Salt Vest, but I'm losing to it. Unless the Eternatus doesn't have a fire move for some reason. Oh, but it's sad. I lost him on a poison. This team is like next galaxy level brain. I don't have a counterplay. I didn't have Tailwind. The one time I would want Tailwind on this team, it just didn't work out. Okay, I got caught by a lot of tricks here. I didn't expect the Kingdra to go down, and I thought Kingdra was going to put in a lot more work, so that's unfortunate. I mean, I think I lose to Eternatus anyway. Who did I Psychic Fangs? Did I Psychic Fangs to Crobat? Yeah, I Psychic Fangs to Crobat. I have no idea why. I thought the game was over anyway, but I mean, I think Eternatus should be the one that's going to be moving first, and we'll get to see if it has Flamethrower. If it doesn't have Flamethrower, I'm going to feel super stupid, but I'm pretty sure anything 2 attacks Dynamax Cannon-wise would KO. Unless for some reason it's like Sludge Bomb, Dynamax Cannon, Cosmic Power Recover. Then we would be here for a while, but let's see. What move are you going with Eternatus? It has Flamethrower. Okay, yeah, the game was over. That was so big brain, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. Scar, Tail, and Crobat. Gained a Tailwind, so Eternatus was able to outspeed my Kingdra and knock it out with Dynamax Cannon. And then afterward, going for the Sunny Day in the late game for Weather Ball. I didn't even know Crobat got Sunny Day. I really did not know it got Sunny Day. Okay. So that's why they had Weather Ball. I was just wondering if it was like if the opponent has a Kyogre Groudon, they could use it against Venusaur or something, but okay. Oh my lord, I don't even know what to say about the team. There are too many tricks that I just was not anticipating, and my opponent got it. Played super well too. Knew what they were doing. That Skunk Tank was a lot scarier than I thought. I think the only play I could have gotten off, I guess, was I should have not Psychic Fangs the what's it called, the Eternatus. I should have Sunsteel Strike. If I Sunsteel Strikes, might have actually been a matchup, but oh my lord, what team was that? All right, unique team. Raikou, Serena, the Ninetales, Kyogre, Rillaboom, and Tornaz. I don't know what I want to expect right here, but Raikou maybe has Weather Ball. That could be an interpretation, especially with double weather right here. Really strange because the Ninetales is actually kind of scary due to having Freeze Drive, which is really good against a lot of my members here. And there's a Torn as well, so I have to play extremely cautious. I'm going to bring the Pelipper because I'm going to need my form of Rain this time. I'm thinking Thundurus in the back is probably just good. Mienshao not really that amazing this game. Although close combat does a lot of damage, there is a Torn with Tailwind, so it might be hard to exactly get that position. Incineroar not exactly amazing here. There is double grass and Ninetales, but of course Kyogre is the big concern, and I'm assuming Raikou probably gets brought in this game and does probably have Weather Ball, so don't think Incineroar is ever the call here, especially since I can't even fake out stall Tailwind turns with Serena being around. They also have a faster fake out in Rillaboom, so might as well just bring the 4 that I think is pretty good, which is the Kingdra, the Solgaleo. I think lead wise probably my safest lead if they don't lead Kyogre, and if they lead Kyogre it's fine too because I have an Assault Vest on my Solgaleo. Let's find out. Ninetales though, scary. Ninetales though is scary. I do have to watch out for that Pokemon. That Pokemon is a threat. Gonna be Tornadus Raikou. Okay. Very interesting here. I do want to get an Icy Wind Sunsteel Strike off right off the bat, or Psychic Fangs. Psychic Fangs is just better. It covers. There's no safe switch into Psychic Fangs. They don't have a Dark type. Like they don't even have a resist. Yeah. Although no, I want to Psychic Fangs to Raikou. If they Volt Switch, I get chip on whatever. I don't think they can knock out my Kingdra unless they go for the Blind Hurricane right off the bat. Let's see if they decide to do that, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I could see Volt Switch here. There's quite a few things. Let's see. Gonna be Protect from Torn. Works out perfectly. And Scald. Okay, going for the burn. Please don't. Not turn 1. Psychic Fangs into the Raikou for some chip. Icy Wind comes out into the Raikou. Not a great start having my Solgaleo burned. The extra damage on that would have been the knock on Tornadus the next turn potentially. Not great. All right, so there's Scald. Do they actually have Weather Ball? I can't even tell anymore. I mean, I don't think they're switching out the... They're not switching out the Torn now, but I might as well just go for Psychic Fangs. No, I don't think the Raikou has screens at this point. I'm going to Sunsteel Strike here, and I'm just going to Icy Wind again. I wonder if they have Air Slash Torn. Doesn't Torn also get Weather Ball, or is that only Thundurus? Trying to think about what their position here is coming up, because I don't know what they're going to do here. Probably Tailwind. They could switch out Torn, but I don't know if they have exactly safe switches. Raikou's going to swap, which is fine. Somebody's taking an Icy Wind. Rillaboom. Okay, that's fine. Rillaboom's going to come out. I do have a switch in Thundurus, so I'm kind of okay with this position. Tailwind is going to be brought up. Okay. That is completely a-okay by me. So I'm able to get a nice bit of chip into the Torn. Try to KO it before I can set up another Tailwind while stalling out these current Tailwinds, and then hopefully can win the game from there. Sunsteel Strike into the Torn. Critical hit. Nice crit. Helps negate the burn damage I've taken. I'm not going to KO it either, but it does put in range of another Icy Wind, although I probably already did that anyway, so not that big of a deal. But it's always nice, especially if they have Ninetales in the back. It's interesting because I don't know if they have Ninetales or if they're going to bring something else in the back. I'm going to Sunsteel Strike the Rillaboom, I think. I don't know if it's going to U-turn out into Kyogre, though. Although Kyogre doesn't really help them in this position. I don't know if Torn protects. It definitely could. Maybe a swap here. That definitely could make sense. I'm going to Sunsteel Strike the Rillaboom. I'm going to get as much damage in the Rillaboom as possible and protect my Kingdra here. So right now I'm just trying to build damage while potentially eliminating the Torn in future turns. We're going to protect Kingdra. Fake out going to come out to Kingdra, which is nice. So was it a Hurricane? Icy Wind. Okay, that's fine. It doesn't change anything in this position. Okay. So they're trying to regain speed control. If I had Trick Room, this would be interesting, but I don't. We'll be able to go for a Sunsteel Strike out into the Rillaboom, get some good chip. Again, every bit of chip does matter against this team, and it's really nice damage into the Rillaboom slot. Yep. I don't know if this Rillaboom has Wood Hammer. We're going to find out. I also don't know what the Torn's going to do. I do want to eliminate the Torn this turn because I think it's going to attack this turn, and if it remains on the last turn of Tailwind, it's going to protect and get another Tailwind up, and that's going to be pretty bad for me. So I'm going to Sunsteel Strike, and I'm actually going to go Pelipper, I think, because I'd rather have health on Fundy. I don't want to take it Icy Wind Wood Hammer, I think, so I'd rather go Pelipper. Because if my opponent gets a free switch into Kyogre the last turn, I can also Wide Guard too. Yeah, I like that a lot. Like, I'd rather have Fundy still around. Hurricane going to come out into Pelipper. That's fine. It's a U-turn coming out. Okay. I find it wouldn't have taken that, wouldn't have been knocked out there, but taking all that unnecessary damage would have been really bad. So I'm actually pretty happy about this position. So this is Kyogre, I'm assuming, last Pokemon. I don't know what the Raikou set is though. If it's a Salt Vest, it might live my Muddy Water, which would be pretty bad because it would get it. Well, I mean, my Thundurus is basically the Pokemon that's going to win me the game, I think. Specs Thunder has to come in clutch. Raikou comes out. Okay, interesting. I guess it's for extra grassy terrain turns, which makes sense, and you're going to get the free switch if the Torn goes down. If not, you protect on the last turn, stall out Tailwind, and get another Tailwind up. I see it. Okay. We're able to eliminate Torn. That's really good. No more Tailwind for their team. And what's nice is I get to confirm the Kyogre's speed tier here potentially this upcoming turn. Because they're probably going to go Kyogre. If they go Rillaboom, it's an interesting swap here. I don't know if they're trying to set up for a Volt Switch potentially, but that works out for me perfectly okay. This should be Kyogre, I'd imagine, though. And I get to see like if it's Scarf Kyogre or not, because whether it's Scarf Kyogre or not, it does make a big difference. We are going to see the Kyogre swap here. And I'm going to go for a Psychic Fangs. I'm going to go for it into the Raikou slot, and I'm going to Wide Guard. The reason I'm going to do this is because the damage on Raikou could matter for Muddy Water, and depends on what this Kyogre set is. I'm just going to Wide Guard. Be safe. Scald won't knock me out either. All right, here's a Wide Guard. It's huge. Thunder going to come out. Into Soul, okay. And Ice Beam into Pelipper. That's fine. All right, we confirmed something really big here, and that's the Kyogre isn't a... Okay, we confirmed that the Kyogre is not Scarf. That's pretty big. The Tailwind peters out, which means my Thundurus is faster than every single Kyogre variant that isn't Scarf, and now I can go for Thunder. Raikou can only really Snarl to negate the damage. They could swap here. I have no idea if the Kyogre specs or not. We haven't seen the damage output. I'm just going to go for a safe Thunder. Let's see if they swap into Rillaboom, for instance. They could protect, swap into Rillaboom for the fake out pressure the upcoming turn. I could definitely see that as a play. We'll find out if that's going to be the case. If that is going to be the case, it's a little bit tricky because then it's a mind game between Grassy Glide and fake out, I'd imagine. But they are in a rough spot. Raikou can't really do much other than Snarl here. And the Snarl is fine. I'm getting big Thunder damage regardless with the choice specs. I also wonder if this Raikou is just offensive. Okay, they just choose the Thunder and stay in. Okay, so Thunder is going to come out into the Solgaleo, which is going to survive. And we're going to get a big choice specs Thunder off into the Kyogre. Should pick up a knockout. Beautiful. Oh, that's why I like Thunder instead of Solo Electro Web like a lot of the Assault Vest sets have been running. I do love the idea of just being able to actually knock out the bulky water type that I want. But yeah, we are able to eliminate the Kyogre. Huge for Kingdra. Grassy Terrain disappears, but it is going to be reset. I'm assuming this is going to be what? Fake out? So I still want to play this very cautiously. There is the Rillaboom on deck here. I'm trying to think, does switching Thundurus out on a potential fake out and then them thundering the Solgaleo, do they have a way to punish my Kingdra? They do. They can knock it out. Do I really care about that? No, because they would have to double up the Kingdra to pick up the knockout, and I get the KO on Raikou at the end. So I'm actually going to go with my Kingdra. I want Thundurus a little bit healthy if possible, and yeah, I'd rather just have Fundy out, realistically. Like, I want to switch from being locked into Thunder because once Rain's over, I don't want to rely on Thunder as my cleanup. I'm going to rely on Dark Pulse probably as my cleanup. So I wonder what option they got to go for. It has to be Fake Out, I imagine. We did see Fake Out earlier, right? It's not Choice Band available? I don't think it is. No, we definitely saw Fake Out earlier. Well, I'm going to swap out into Kingdra. Let's see what they decide to go for. It's pretty big. They do just Fake Out, yeah. Snarl? No, just Thunder into Soul. That's perfectly okay. So Soul is going to get knocked out. How many turns of Rain do I have left? None, right? I think this was the last turn, but if I have one more turn, absolutely amazing for me. Oh, I do have one more turn. All right, we get to go Thundurus here, and I think we get to click Icy Wind, Dark Pulse. I could click Draco, but I mean, Draco's kind of fine. Last turn of Rain, yep. I don't know if any of these Pokemon have Protect, but I'm just going to Icy Wind Dark Pulse. Assuming I hit the Icy Winds, I am able to win the game, and they're just going to forfeit. I think they probably expect me to have Sludge Bomb on my Thundurus, and it would have just eliminated them. Which does make sense, because if I had Sludge Bomb Thundurus, as long as I had a move into Raikou, I do win the game. Although they could Grassy Glide crit my Kingdra, maybe it picks up the knockout. I think maybe there was still a chance for them depending on what sets they had, but maybe they just didn't have anything for Raikou. I mean, for Thundurus, and just forfeited based on that information. But yeah, overall game plan wasn't too bad. I was able to get, again, a lot of chip damage, was able to eliminate the Torn, as I said earlier, stall out the Tailwind turns while they weren't doing much offensive pressure. Thundurus doing a lot of work outside of the Tailwind once the Kyogre's Island was confirmed not to be Scarf, and we were able to punish that Kyogre accordingly, which was really nice. And that is gonna be the end of the episode. Oh man, that mono poison team was really, it was something, isn't it? It was something. Maybe I have to use it during the charity stream, which again will be happening about October 24th. I will confirm that once I get confirmation, but maybe I'll make that a goal. I will use the mono poison team, or I will try to recreate it and use it on stream, but let me know what you would think of that. But otherwise, yeah, if you do want to try out this team though, this team has done really well for me. Make sure you try it out. You have 2 weeks to grab it. Make sure you keep an eye out for the team builder. It will be coming out tomorrow most likely, and you can check out my other stuff, such as my Twitter and Instagram down below in the description, my other YouTube channels, my Twitch channel. Again, that's where the charity live stream is going to be happening. And of course, if you do enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment down below. It really does help me out. But that's going to be it for me today. Have a great day, people, and until we battle again, I'll catch y'all later.